Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fully Loaded Wrestling FLW. We have a stacked card here for you tonight, starting with this open challenge that Maya Lynx had issued over the week, or more that she demanded to put on an open challenge. It was informed to us later that this would actually be a tournament match with Maya Lynx, of course, being one of the entrants in the FLW Women's World Championship tournament. The only question is now, who is going to be her opponent? The last time we saw Maya Lynx was when she faced off against Angelina Renee in an unfortunately losing situation. However, Maya Lynx has never been one to stay down and has vowed to come back and take the women's division by storm. So we'll just have to wait and see how everything is going to turn out here for her this evening. Who is going to accept her open challenge? That is my question. And we're about to find out who's going to be her opponent. Wait a second. Could it be? Could it be? It is! Megan Suzuki is back here in FLW. It's been a while since we've seen Megan Suzuki. It's great to have her back here in the FLW arena. Last time we saw her, she was victorious in her own match. But as of right now, we'll just have to wait to see what this new season brings her. And here you have Maya Lynx and Megan Suzuki. Here we go. And as the bell rings, these two lock up, and Maya Lynx already on the offensive with a nasty suplex. But here's the thing. I understand that Maya Lynx may not be the happiest in the world right now, but she cannot let her eye off the ball when it comes to Megan Suzuki. Megan Suzuki is a tremendous competitor in her own right. As you can see right here, she's trying to use her speed in order to stay out of the way of Maya Lynx's clutches. And Maya Lynx just still taking advantage of the match as the two lock up in the collar and elbow tie-up. And Megan, like I said, tremendous competitor in her own right, pushing back against Maya Lynx. But Maya Lynx going low, and the two lock up once again. Who's going to get the upper hand? And once again, Megan Suzuki pulling out the upper hand. Doubting or underestimating Megan Suzuki can be fatal for Maya Lynx if she does so. She cannot afford to underestimate Megan Suzuki when it comes to competition. And Megan Suzuki now insult to injury from the middle rope. And Megan now with a sharp kick and a moonsault knees to the stomach. And a springboard, went for a springboard splash. Didn't get any of it, but is right back on the attack. Like I said, Megan Suzuki is not a competitor to be underestimated, and Maya Lynx is finding that out. She is going to have to pull out every trick in her book to try and bring home the victory to her. And Maya Lynx now just wrenching the arm on the ropes there. And what you're thinking here, snake eyes on the top turnbuckle. Maya Lynx taking full control back of this match. And Megan now reversing whatever Maya had in mind with a Falcon Arrow. And the double knees to the stomach yet again. Maya Lynx had gone for something, but Megan had it scouted. You gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Maya Lynx. With the competitors such as Megan Suzuki. Megan Suzuki has tremendous talent. And like I said, she's not to be underestimated. If she does manage to pull a win over Maya Lynx, it would be both the biggest upset in Maya Lynx's career, and it would allow Megan Suzuki to advance in the women's tournament to go on to try and face for the title. And Megan Suzuki with a huge power bomb there. Ladies and gentlemen, as the action continues here, I just want to remind you that we have a stacked card here for you this evening. Coming up, we have Dakota Wheeler taking on Dakota Fall in our first intergender match. And then, surprisingly enough, we have a no disqualification match coming up soon as well, with Max Drayton and a secret opponent for the evening. So I am excited to see who is going to answer the call of Max Drayton. But not only that, we also have a couple of new debuts here this evening, as well as the return to action for Bo Turner, as Maya Lynx dropkicks Megan Suzuki. And now Maya Lynx throwing Megan to the ropes and hitting a spinning crossbody. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. What's Maya thinking here? And planning Megan into the mat. 1, 2. It was a 2, but the ref got that count started slow. So Megan could very well be eliminated from the main tournament if the ref hadn't waited there. Now Megan going to the top rope. Maya going to the top rope, but missed that double knee she was looking for. And Megan with that kick to the side of the head and a springboard moonsault. Again, if you don't keep your eyes on the ball, Megan Suzuki can and will take advantage for having you underestimate her. Megan Suzuki just starting to go strike for strike with Maya Lynx here. And nothing really coming of that exchange, but Megan showing that she is quite possibly on par with Maya Lynx. Maya Lynx has been struggling with Megan Suzuki here tonight. With a half and half suplex. And went for the springboard splash again, but didn't get any of it. And that DDT by Maya Lynx drops Megan Suzuki and went for the double stomp again, but Megan Suzuki had it scouted. And once again, forcing Maya to rethink her strategy here. And Maya Lynx, what's she going for here? Well, whatever she was looking for, Megan was not going to have any of it. And an elbow to Megan's face stops her in her tracks. And a huge big boot from Maya Lynx there. And then a double axe handle from Maya Lynx. And Maya Lynx now, what's she looking for? And a side slam onto the apron. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, these competitors have until the count of 20 to get back into the ring before they get counted out. And Maya Lynx is kind of playing with her food here, which could benefit her or be to her detriment. Because as you have seen throughout this match, Megan Suzuki has taken advantage of Maya Lynx's overconfidence, as you can see right here. With that cyclone kick to the back of Maya Lynx. And that moonsault splash. Once again, it's seeming like Megan Suzuki very well could be on the winning side here. Megan Suzuki very well could win this match. Now this is smart from Megan, getting a bit of breath in. Went for the dropkick and missed it, but still got right back up to her feet before Maya Lynx puts her right back down. Went for the Kamigoya, but Megan Suzuki was not looking to have her face bashed in like that. And Maya Lynx looks like she's probably trying to regroup, trying to strategize. How can she get back into this match? Megan Suzuki taking a forearm from Maya Lynx, and Maya Lynx, she's trying to fight back, but unfortunately Megan just seems to be too in tune with herself at this point to really let Maya back into the match. And a huge kick from Megan Suzuki. And went for a springboard, but Maya was a bit too out of reach there. And Maya calling Megan up to her feet. And went for the Meteor, but Megan out of the way. And now just stomping away on Maya Lynx. What could Megan be thinking of here? And got that tornado kick in. And Megan, what's she thinking here? Oh, busting open Maya Lynx. Maya Lynx is definitely in trouble here. Maya Lynx is going to need to do something here quick. Got her finishing. 1, 2, and Megan Suzuki kicks out at 2. You gotta wonder, with all the pain and punishment that Maya Lynx has taken throughout this match, if she was even able to get that all at 100%. And a Falcon Arrow by Maya Lynx, once again putting Megan Suzuki into the mat. Maya Lynx now catching her breath while also mocking both the crowd and Megan Suzuki here. Megan's on the defensive now, but Maya still needs to be careful because Megan can, like she just showed, can turn this around. Just like that. Once again, it does look like Maya Lynx is in trouble. Could this be a huge win in the victory book for Megan Suzuki here? And a huge dropkick from Megan Suzuki puts Maya Lynx down. And went for that Alabama slam. Now what's Maya looking for here? Could it be? Could it be? Kiss the makeup. 1, 2, 3, and Maya Lynx gets honestly a narrow victory here this evening against Megan Suzuki. And Maya Lynx does advance in the tournament qualifier, but that also means that Megan Suzuki isn't completely out, not just yet. If you remember last week, ladies and gentlemen, Becca Blore attacked Samantha Salizer and Piper Salizer, and Samantha was taken out of the tournament due to injury from the attack. So Megan Suzuki will join Jessica Harper as well as, give me a second, the notes gentleman is handing me something here real quick. Give me a second here. Oh, it was nothing substantial, but it's something for later tonight. However, Megan Suzuki will be joining Amber Young and Jessica Harper and one more person in the gauntlet match to decide Samantha Salazar's replacement, as Maya Lynx enjoys her victory. I'm sorry, who is this? Huh. But as I was saying, our next opponent for that gauntlet match will be decided later tonight as the other winner moves on. And this was earlier today. Or wait, no, hold on a second.
Hey Dakota. If you're wanting to try and, outdo me, I mean, there's better ways than to try and beat Dakota Fall. It took a lot for me to beat him last week.
What? You think I got you skater sloppy seconds to outdo you?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that Dakota Wheeler and Dakota Fall here tonight is an attempt on something. I guess Dakota just wants to, Wheeler wants to test her mettle against Fall. Now, she claims it's not to try and one-up Danvers here, but we saw the footage last week, so I don't know how much of a leg that Wheeler has to stand on. And bear with me if I get the two names mixed up because they have the same first name, just bear with me. I will try to keep it to Wheeler and Fall. But Fall recently has been on a very impressive run as of late. Last week, he and Alexis Danvers had a great match in which Danvers did come out on top, but Fall gave her a run for her money. And before that, Fall also defeated Wade Ilson as well. And now we have Dakota Wheeler making her entrance. 2 weeks ago, Dakota Wheeler took on Max Drayton in her return to FLW and won in a very competitive and back and forth match. And now Dakota Wheeler seeking to replicate her success that she's been having here. If I'm remembering correctly, in FLW as a total, Dakota Wheeler only has one loss. And that's if I'm remembering correctly. Now, which Dakota will we see coming out on top? Is it going to be Wheeler or is it going to be Fall? Nobody can really underestimate these two without honestly making a fool of themselves. Both are seemingly at the top of their games. So we're just gonna have to wait to find out. And here we go as the bell rings, and Dakota Fall already on the offensive here. And Dakota Fall back up to the top rope with a huge Meteora to Dakota Wheeler. And it's looking like Dakota Fall is not taking any chances. He's seen what Dakota Wheeler can do and is capitalizing on every opportunity he can get in order to keep the momentum in his favor. But Dakota Wheeler wising up and taking the fight back to Dakota Fall. And Wheeler with a huge body splash to the back of Dakota Fall. And Wheeler now, huge springboard Dragon Rana. And Wheeler now with a basement dropkick to Dakota Fall there. And Fall fighting his way back into this match. What could he be thinking of here? Went for something, but Wheeler had it scouted. And Wheeler with a huge dropkick from the middle rope. What could Wheeler be thinking of here? Wheeler taking him to the ropes, but Fall not having any of it, and Wheeler just taking the momentum back. And Dakota Wheeler now up to the top rope, going for that dropkick again, and gets all of it. Going for the pin on Fall. And the ref, once again, taking a bit too much time to try and get into the cover. And getting in the way there as well, but Dakota Fall not letting it hinder him and taking down Dakota Wheeler. And Wheeler now taking advantage, or so we thought. Fall takes advantage right back and putting Wheeler on the top rope, but Wheeler got down was going for something, but Dakota had it scouted. Dakota Fall had it scouted. Fall is honestly trying to keep the momentum in his favor. And like I said, it seems like he's done his studying on Dakota Wheeler, as he's kept pace with Dakota Wheeler and beat for beat with that huge Spanish fly to Dakota Wheeler there. And now taunting Dakota Wheeler, getting her up to her feet, and with that huge hurricanrana from the middle rope from Dakota Fall there, and with that springboard swanton there. And now Fall throwing Wheeler to the ropes, or to the corner. Wheeler fighting out of that. You gotta wonder what a win would do for either of these competitors. Right now, Dakota Fall is, I do believe, 1-1, as to where Dakota Wheeler is 1-0 this season. And Dakota Fall kicks out at 1. Going to need to be a lot more damage done if Dakota Fall wants to take home the victory. If Dakota Wheeler wants to take home the victory. And Wheeler now going for that corkscrew splash that won her many a match, but Dakota Fall got out of the way. And Fall now calling Wheeler up to her feet with that huge drop kick from the middle rope. And once again, Dakota Fall seeming to have done his homework on Dakota Wheeler, keeping Wheeler's attacks at bay. And Fall now, what's he thinking? Code Red powerbomb to the outside of the ring. And the double stomp once again. Went for that shooting star, but Wheeler got the knees up. But the damage is already done. Again, Dakota Fall doing a great job at keeping Dakota Wheeler at bay here. Dakota Fall up to the top turnbuckle. Calling Wheeler up to her feet here. And with the double axe handle. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and Wheeler kicks out at 2. And Wheeler probably have gone for that moonstone, but Wheeler saw it coming and reversed it into a power bomb there. And a springboard poison rana from Dakota Wheeler puts Dakota Fall on the mat. And now Wheeler sends Fall crashing into the ropes with the sling blade from Wheeler there. And once again, that twist of fate. 1, 2, and Dakota Fall kicks out at 2. Gotta wonder, with the punishment that Wheeler's endured, is it actually affecting how hard her moves are hitting? And Dakota, what's she looking for here? And just planting Dakota Fall into the mat head first with that package suplex. And a Meteora into the corner from Wheeler. And back up to the top rope. What's Wheeler thinking here? and went for that drop kick again, but Fall saw it coming and got out of the way. And hitting that double rotation moonsault that won him many matches, and Wheeler kicks out at 1. But again, I do believe the ref was a bit slow to get to the counter. And Fall now having a hold of Dakota Wheeler there. And what's Fall looking for here? And a huge superplex from the top turnbuckle, leaving Wheeler pretty much stunned and Fall having control of this match, and oblivion from Fall to Wheeler, and Fall is on a roll. Wheeler is in trouble here. Dakota Fall just making sure that Dakota Wheeler can't recover here. And a huge elbow drop to the back of Dakota Wheeler there. And Dakota Fall catching his breath. It's a smart move. But at the same time, Dakota Wheeler could be benefiting from that as well. And Wheeler finally getting to her feet here. And Wheeler, like I said, she probably benefited from the extra few seconds on the outside as well, with that huge moonsault to Dakota Fall. And Wheeler trying to fight her way back into this match. But you have to wonder, is it too late for Dakota Wheeler at this point? As Fall, with that huge step up in Zagiri. And Wheeler having tried going for that DDT, float over DDT, but Fall had it scouted, turned it into a pin of his own. And Wheeler trying to go for blow with Dakota Fall here. And Dakota Fall getting the better of that exchange. What's Fall thinking here as Wheeler drags herself up to her feet? A flying forearm into the corner. And a guillotine leg drop to Dakota Wheeler there. And Dakota once again going for that double rotation moonsault. 1, 2, and a kick out from Dakota Wheeler. It seems like the match is nearing its end, though. Depending on what happens, Dakota Wheeler and Dakota Fall. Dakota Fall has done a lot of his research on Dakota Wheeler. Like I said, managed to keep most of her attacks at bay. Knows how dangerous Dakota Wheeler is. Dakota Fall throwing her into the corner up to the top rope. What's Fall thinking of here? And an avalanche Spanish fly from the top rope. Could this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out from Dakota Wheeler once again. And Dakota Fall going up to the top rope one more time. And again, that double rotation moonsault. 1, 2, 3, and Dakota Fall picks up the victory over Dakota Wheeler. again, it looks like Dakota Fall did his homework, did his research on Dakota Wheeler, because he was able to keep pace and keep up with Dakota Wheeler and keep most of her attacks at bay. So congratulations to Dakota Fall. Like I said, here's your winner, Dakota Fall. Great match, but disappointing loss for Dakota Wheeler. However, we did pick up not an altercation, but a confrontation in the parking lot a bit earlier today. We'll take you to that right now. Well, if it isn't Becca Blore. I hope you're not too happy with how you conducted yourself last week, because your actions will have consequences, and I will make sure of that.
Well, if you're so concerned about your little girlfriend not being woman enough to back up her shit talking, why don't you step up to the plate later tonight? Or are you going to be like Bullseye and miss your shot?
Fine. If you want to settle this in the ring, then that's what we'll do it. I'll see you later tonight. What the hell? That's Riku Matua, and she's attacking Bree George. What the hell? Come on. Riku was supposed to face Bree George a bit later tonight in the next match of the Women's World Championship tournament. It seems that Riku did not take last week's loss very well, and I unfortunately don't blame her, but still, this is a bit much. She's literally taking out her opponent. Management's going to have to find someone new to face Riku Matua.
Rock and roll! Baby gets tired, everybody knows. Your mama tells you, baby, I have to show you, yeah. Let me go. 'Cause baby's got the feeling, baby wants to show. Baby wants to tell me, baby, rock and roll, yeah, yeah. I never knew I needed a baby like you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was quite a lot to unpack there. Several things just happened, all in rapid succession. First, let's unpack the big thing. Riku Matua just dismantling Bree George ahead of their tournament match later on tonight. Now, from what I understand, Bree George is at this point taken out of the tournament, and they are scrambling. Management is scrambling to try and find a suitable replacement for Bree George in time for the match. If they are not able to find a replacement, the match will either be postponed or Riku will automatically advance in the tournament. The other big elephant in the room is the fact that we have a newcomer here this evening in Anna Simmons. And that is actually who Justin Payne is about to face. Anna Simmons is about to make her debut facing Justin Payne. If we all remember, Justin Payne made a huge statement last week at the expense of Riku Matua, which is the reason why she snapped so harshly on Bree George. And here is Anna Simmons making her debut entrance in FLW. The other big piece of news is the fact that Adam Fowler and Becca Blore are now scheduled to face each other here this evening after Becca threw out the challenge and Adam accepted. So a lot has happened already here, ladies and gentlemen. And we are really only on our third match of the evening. And we are not done yet. Because coming up, we also have Bo Turner making his return match against Mad Dog Sammons. And here we have Anna Simmons making her entrance here. You can tell the crowd isn't too sure what to think here. I will say, Anna Simmons does seem to have a lot of energy here. The question is, will Anna be able to capitalize on this energy that she has going on? Or will Justin Payne be able to take home another victory? We're about to have to find out here. Here's Justin Payne and here's Anna Simmons. They're ready to go. And there's the bell. And Justin immediately on the attack here. A huge body splash. And Justin trying to take the early lead in the match, but Anna Simmons trying to make a very good impression in her debut match here in FLW. But if Justin has his way, as they're jockeying for position, if Justin has his way, he's looking to spoil that debut for Anna Simmons here. As Anna wrenches on the head of Justin Payne. And Justin Payne now taking the fight to Anna, but Anna taking it right back to Justin. And as they lock up again, I want to remind everyone that this is just our third match of the evening. We still have Bo Turner and Mad Dog Sammons facing each other. We have Max Drayton's no disqualification open challenge here later on this evening. And not only that, we are still potentially having a tournament match for the FLW Women's Championship here later this evening if we can find a suitable opponent for Riku Matua. And I've just been told that Becca Blore taking on Adam Fowler, that is set to be our main event here this evening. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, as Justin Payne just takes control of the match quite easily. And Justin Payne, once again, looking to spoil the debut of Anna Simmons, but Anna going for the cover. Justin throwing her to the ropes and hitting a Hurricane Rana picture perfect. And a huge attack from Justin Payne there. What could he be looking for? Is he looking for his spinning roundhouse? And he gets it. Going for the pin here. 1, 2, and Anna kicks out at 2. Justin doesn't get all of it, but Justin is clearly in the driver's seat at this point. You gotta wonder, is this going to be a confidence booster for Justin as he misses wildly with the I Right Swantons, not tragedies? You gotta wonder if he is to get the victory here this evening, is this going to be a huge confidence booster for him to get back into the men's division as well? Because from what we've seen, the opponents he's been facing, both Enrico Matua and now Anna Simmons, are on the same par as the men, as quite a few of the men in the FLW roster. What could he be looking for here? Anna fighting back now. With that super cutter right there. And what's she looking for here? That super diamond cutter right there. And only get a 2. Anna's only able to get a 2. And Anna trying to fight her way back into the match here. And Anna now fighting her way into this match. It may not be too late for her yet. And Justin now hitting that springboard inverted DDT. And just like that, Justin is back in the game. The match is back in his favor as he hits yet again another inverted DDT. 1, 2, and Anna kicks out at 2. You gotta wonder what's going through the heads of both of these competitors. If Justin can win this would be his second win in a row as Justin hits the Iraq Swantons Not Tragedies once again. And only gets a 2 for the pinfall. Now what's Justin thinking here? And just bringing the fight to Anna Simmons here. And Anna Simmons, you know she's wanting to make a great impression with her debut match here. But like I said, Justin's looking to spoil her debut and get the win for himself. as Anna hits a shotgun dropkick right into the turnbuckle, but Justin able to get right back up. It seems Justin's been doing a lot of work to try and make himself back make himself more of a threat than what he was before. And going a bit low does Justin, and then went for something, didn't get all of it didn't look like. Now what's Justin going for here? Is he going for that spinning jumping kick again? And he does. And Justin goes for the pin here. 1, 2, and Justin not able to get all of that pin right there. Anna forcing herself back into the ring. A clothesline, another clothesline, and a third clothesline. Could we be seeing the beginning of a comeback for Anna Simmons here? Anna going for the pin. 1, 2, and Justin kicks out at 2. Unfortunately, it's just not enough to get the victory here this evening. If you're Anna, you've got to be wondering, how can I get back into this? How can I put Justin away? And Justin going for that huge clothesline. 1, 2, 3, and Justin Payne picks up the victory again here this evening. Justin Payne, this is his second victory in a row. Unfortunately, it came at the cost of Anna Simmons' debut. But at the end of the day, Justin has been doing a lot of work on himself recently, and it is showing. He might ask for a bit of a bigger challenge next week. We'll just have to wait and see what actually happens. But welcome to FLW, Anna Simmons. Once again, we have your winner here in Justin Payne. Second victory in a row. We'll see what the future has in store for him.
FLW Universe. I don't believe we've properly met. The name's Alan Wagner, the greatest luchador in all of CAW. And I've been proving that here in FLW by getting another win. Adam, you put on one hell of a fight. I can't lie, you young lion. There was a time in that match I thought you had me. But El Jefe is here to win and be the best. With a 3-0 record and beating you, I've gotten myself in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. And I don't plan to leave that tournament empty-handed. My goal since starting my FLW journey is to be the champion of the world. And this is my ticket to retrieve that belt. Whoever else gets in this tournament, I'm here to face the best in FLW. Importantly, to fulfill my destiny. To prove why I belong here. Prove that I can still keep up with the younger generation. And show why FLW is my house. And you will respect that.
What an amazing night we've had here, ladies and gentlemen, so far. And it's only going to be looking up from here because we have the return of Bo Turner to in-ring action here at FLW. And he's undergone quite a change since we last saw him. Now the question is, how far do these changes go? Because last time we saw him, he was a fan favorite. But any chances of him being a fan favorite at this point have been crushed to dust with his attack on John Baker last week. I am wondering what his motive is in his attack. Did he just want to go after the best? Or did he want to make a statement? I suppose one way or another we will find out. I just want to remind everyone that this is our 4th match of the evening here. We still have 3 more to go, so do not go anywhere. Don't change that dial. We are still going to be here on the same bat time, same bat channel, as we have Max Drayton's open challenge and a no disqualification match. And then we also have Riku Matua versus an unknown opponent. We have received word that they have found a suitable replacement for Bree George in the tournament match. But our main event is now going to be Becca Blore taking on Adam Fowler as Mad Dog Salmons makes his entrance to face the returning Bo Turner. Mad Dog Salmons currently has a victory over Bree George himself, but we'll just have to see how he fares against this new and more brutal version of Bo Turner. Now Mad Dog, no stranger to adversity. But Bo Turner, from what we've seen so far, even before his hiatus, before our hiatus, he was not a competitor to be sneezed at. As Mad Dog hyping himself up, getting hyped up by the crowd as well. Who's going to take home the victory? Who's going to roll away with the momentum? Is it going to be Bo Turner here? Or is it going to be Mad Dog Salmons? And here we go. And Bo immediately on the offensive with a huge springboard cutter from the corner. And Bo just stomping Mad Dog into the mat. Bo just showing no mercy, no regard for his opponent whatsoever as the two of them lock up. And Mad Dog just shoving Bo away and going for an Irish whip. But the referee, we need to get new referees here because the referee has gotten in the way so many times. I don't even know how she's not knocked out. But Bo to the top rope and hits a casket drop on Mad Dog and hits a BME there. And Bo just showing no mercy whatsoever here. As the ref begins her count, I'll remind people that the competitors have until the count of 20 to get back into the ring. This is a new side of Bo Turner that we've not yet seen. he's not opposed to hurting, he's not opposed to maiming. As Mad Dog starting to try and fight his way back into this match here. Throwing Bo back into the ring here. And Bo just not really letting Mad Dog have an inch. And Bo and Mad Dog around the same height, the same build, and the referee taking a good long while to get into position for the count. And Mad Dog looking like he's finally getting into this match here with that springboard moonsault. But he stopped in his tracks by the spinning back elbow from Bo Turner. And a huge lariat from Bo Turner there. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Mad Dog kicks out at 2. Bo Turner has controlled much of the match here. And that big lariat that we saw lay out John Baker last week almost did the job in for Mad Dog Salmons here as well. And now Mad Dog and Bo starting to go at it, blow for blow here. And the two going back and forth here. And the crowd just eating it up. And Bo just getting the best of that exchange there. And the end of days from Bo Turner. And the crowd chanting one more time here. And a huge springboard shooting star press from Bo Turner. Again, this Bo Turner is a different animal than what we last saw him as. Looked like he was going for double knees in the corner, but Mad Dog had it scouted. Mad Dog trying to fight his way back into this match here. And hits a release German suplex on Bo Turner. And Mad Dog hitting that Falcon Arrow with precision. You gotta wonder, if you're Mad Dog, what are you going to do to keep yourself in this match? And a huge suplex from Bo Turner again stops Mad Dog in his tracks. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Mad Dog kicks out. Bo Turner not giving Mad Dog any space whatsoever. And that huge rolling drop kick from Bo Turner. Bo Turner calling Mad Dog up to his feet. Whatever he was looking for, Mad Dog had it scouted. And Mad Dog now hits an enziguri to the back of the head, Shining Wizard to the back of the head. 1, 2, and Bo Turner kicks out at 2. Now, Mad Dog pulling him up to his feet. And Mad Dog just was starting to gain traction, but Bo Turner just not allowing it to happen. Mad Dog got on his feet now, and then the inverted DDT there, going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, And Bo Turner picks up a very dominant win here in FLW. Bo Turner did not let Mad Dog breathe whatsoever. This is a different Bo Turner than what we have seen before here in FLW, and it does not bode well here for the men's division. Well, congratulations to the returning Bo Turner for his victory over Mad Dog Salmons here. We have to wonder what's next for both of these gentlemen, but it seems like Bo Turner is not here to play around. We'll just have to see what's next. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FLW. And here is the man who, as of last week, is now a member of the FLW roster, the Fully Loaded Wrestling roster. It appears that he wants to address the fans here in FLW. So we're going to see what he has to say. The whole world was shocked at the arrival of Zeke Salizer. First Piper Salizer, and then Samantha Salizer, and now Zeke Salizer. All three Salizer siblings are now in FLW. The roster needs to watch their back because they are not to be taken lightly. Let's see what Zeke has to say here.
Last week I made my incredible arrival to this company after many requests from our dear owner, so let's move on to why I'm really here, shall I? I have a vision that I must be the one who must help push people who aren't using their full potential, which is why I chose you, Carnage. You are a powerful man, there is no denying that, but your attitude is your problem. Your strength makes you cocky. You have no respect for your fellow wrestler, and that I will not stand for. You are not my only target. This is a message to anyone on the roster. The Salizer family code is honor, respect, and fear. Honor your fellow wrestlers and treat them with the respect they deserve, and make the ones who don't respect you fear you. So Carnage, will you fall to my code, or will you become the next person to fear the Salizer family name? Tick-tock.
I don't know why I'm sitting here. I don't know why I'm having this conversation, but it feels like I need to have this conversation. 2 matches, 2 losses, Dakota, Allen, and every single one of those L's, they've been eating at me. Not because I got beat. No. I can take my loss like a man. Because I wasn't myself in that ring. I hesitated. I second guessed. I let the moment pass me by. And in this business, that's death. But something's got to change. No, scratch that. I got to change. Dakota, Alan, you both might be smiling right now, but keep smiling, keep laughing, because that's the last time you're going to get the version of Wade Ilson who let opportunity slip through his fingers. And the next time that you see me in that ring, it won't be the same man you beat. From here on out, I'm not holding back. I'm not pacing myself. I'm not playing your game. I'm coming with a vengeance. And when I hit, you'll know it. And to everyone in FLW, you've been warned.
Strong words from both Zeke Salizer and Wade Ilson. Wade Ilson, though, not happy about his 2 losses in a row here in FLW. As we get started here with our next match, which is Max Drayton's Open Challenge of a no disqualification match as well. This is a bit unorthodox, honestly. And FLW, we do pride ourselves on being a bit unorthodox. So we'll just have to wait and see how this goes. I am curious as to who's going to answer this open challenge. Max Drayton not having success as of late, suffering losses to both Dakota Wheeler and Carnage in back-to-back weeks. He's going to need to figure something else. He's going to need to figure something out before it goes completely downhill for him. Maybe that's why he offered this open challenge and made it a no disqualification match, because he is known as the deathmatch prince. So maybe this will play in his favor. But who are we looking at here? Oh my god. This is Tegan Blackgrove, one of the technical masters in professional wrestling today. We'll have to see how he fares in a match of this caliber, but Tegan Blackgrove, he is now here in FLW. He is no stranger to adversity. He has had a lot of wars, if I'm being honest. We'll just have to see how he fares in this, in a match with an opponent he's never faced before. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a chaotic evening as already. Let me just try to see if I can sum up some of this, some of what's happened. I honestly don't know if I can. Like I said, a lot's happened. But Tegan Blackgrove is currently in the ring to face Max Drayton here tonight, this evening. And you have The two of them ready to go. And Tegan already on the offense, but Max using his quickness and agility to his advantage here. And Max, again, using his agility, he does not want to lose this match. And the fact that he's going up against Tegan Blackwood, who's going to have to amp it up significantly. Let me see how well I can sum up this evening's events. To start us off this evening, we had a match between Maya Lynx and the returning Megan Suzuki. Megan Suzuki was very game for Maya Lynx's open challenge, but unfortunately Maya Lynx was just too much for Megan Suzuki and got the victory and moves on in the Women's Championship tournament. But that doesn't mean that Megan Suzuki is out completely, as she is going to go on in the gauntlet to decide who will be replacing Samantha Salizer in the tournament. And then we had Dakota Wheeler take on Dakota Fall, where Dakota Fall did his research. He did his homework. So he could take down Dakota Wheeler, which is a rare feat to do, but he was able to do it. And then we had a challenge thrown out from Adam Fowler. From Becca Blore to Adam Fowler for the main event. Adam Fowler was not happy with Becca Blore for how she conducted herself last week. And then, not to mention, we had Riku Matua blindside and attack Bree George, her opponent here this evening for the Women's Championship tournament, taking her out of the tournament. So now management had to quickly find a replacement for Bree George to face Riku Matua here tonight. As Max Drayton taking the fight to was taking the fight to Tegan Blackwood. But then following, we also had a match between Justin Payne and the debuting Anna Simmons, where Justin Payne, he had control for most of the match and took home the victory. Unfortunately, putting a dampener on Anna Simmons' debut. But Anna Simmons did impress here in her debut here in the FLW, and I see nothing but a bright future for her. And then most recently, we had Bo Turner, returning Bo Turner, completely control his match against Mad Dog Salmons and pick up a dominant victory over him. It seems like Bo Turner is not here to play around. He's here to hurt people. And these two are going back. This is a very fast-paced match. I think this is one of the faster-paced matches we've had this evening. And Max Drayton being taken down by Tegan Blackwood here. And a huge senton to Max Drayton there. What's Tegan thinking with that door, covering Max Drayton with the door there? We have strange things under this ring, it seems. But Tegan calling Max to his feet. And the door is getting in the way there. That would be Tegan's own hubris getting in the way with that door there. And Max Drayton with a series of kicks there. And Max Drayton now on the attack with the hockey stick, it looks like. And Max Drayton. These two have gone back and forth, and Max Drayton with the Kamigoye to Tegan Blackblood here. 1, 2, and Tegan Blackblood kicks out. These two men honestly have been going back and forth this entire match. It's still anyone's match. It has been a completely back and forth match. No one person has actually dominated it, as Tegan Blackblood delivers a Superman punch to Max Drayton there. And Tegan Blackblood now throwing Max Drayton back into the ring and looking under the ring there. It looks like he has... That is a nail-covered 2x4. Oh my god. And Max somehow able to kick out of that. Max was somehow able to kick out of that. And Tegan, what's he looking for here? Looking to use the table. And Max not having any of it. And hitting that spinning back fist. And now going after Tegan's leg with that 2x4 there. With the nails. And Tegan with the clothesline. What's Tegan looking for here? And the Stormbreaker. 1, 2, and the ref was counting slow there. Again, we need a new ref in here. After tonight, I don't think this ref is going to be with us much longer. And Max trying to use the table, but Tegan not letting it happen. And a huge DDT to Max Drayton there. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 there. Tegan was looking to use that 2x4, but thought differently. And just stomping away on Max Drayton in the corner. And Max Drayton hitting that Dragon Rana. And Drayton gets the victory here tonight. That was I was having trouble keeping up, honestly. That was a very fast-paced match, but in the end, Max Drayton was able to take away the victory. Well, congratulations to Max Drayton for getting the victory here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We have our co-main event and main event still to come. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FLW. We have our co-main event there this evening. This was supposed to be a match between this woman right here, Riku Matua, against Bree George here this evening, but earlier tonight, Riku Matua actually blindsided Bree George and attacked her in the parking in backstage area earlier tonight, leaving Bree George unable to compete and left management scrambling to find someone to take her place. Now, Riku has a lot to prove to herself, not necessarily to the fans, but to herself, because of her loss last week to Justin Payne. Now, we'll have to see who management got. Oh my God, is this who it is? It's Jackie Bryant. Jackie Bryant's here in FLW. She was recently part of the Forbidden Kingdom event this past week. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort, but she still put on a great show. Anytime she's on the card, she puts on a great show. What a great pick by the managers here in FLW. But the question remains, will she be able to stand up to Riku Matua, or will Riku Matua rectify last week's loss against Justin Payne and in turn move ahead in the tournament for the Women's World Championship? But right now, Jackie Bryant doing a lot of heavy lifting here. She's not taking this opportunity for granted. And Jackie dumping Riku to the outside of the ring here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere because we still have our main event here this evening. We have Becca Blore taking on Adam Fowler. Adam Fowler and Becca had a conversation earlier today because Adam was honestly standing up for both Piper and Samantha Salazar after Becca's attack on him last week, and Becca issued the challenge, and Adam Fowler not wanting to back down from the challenge here. And Jackie putting in a lot of good work right here. She's not wanting to let this slip her by. But Riku's trying to get into the match. Riku honestly struggling against Jackie Bryant. You've got to wonder what last week's loss did to the psyche of Riku Matua as Riku goes to the top turnbuckle here and gets off. That proving to be a mistake as Jackie Bryant took advantage of the extra moment that Riku Matua gave her. And Jackie Bryant, again, just not letting this opportunity go to waste. As she went for the elbow drop and Riku, going for the ankle lock. Jackie Bryant's got that ankle lock stitched in real tight. But Riku fighting out of it here. Riku really does need to get her head in the game here because Jackie Bryant is looking to move on in the women's championship tournament. But Riku going for a pin, one. And Jackie reversed it, but went for that clothesline again. And Riku looked like she was going for a Samoan spike there. But Jackie had it scouted there. And a snake eyes to Jackie Bryant. And just smothering Jackie Bryant in the bottom turnbuckle there. And Riku, is she finally getting on track? Shoulder tackle to Jackie from the top rope. From the middle rope, I should say. And Riku calling Jackie Bryant up there. And went for the springboard clothesline, but Jackie moved out of the way. And that driver leaves Jackie Bryant busted open, and a kick out at one from Jackie. Riku not doing enough damage just yet, but Riku is starting to get serious. She is finally taking Jackie Bryant seriously. And that's one thing you can never do with the frog splash from Jackie Bryant, is to underestimate her. She might not be the biggest, but she will come at you fast and hard. It's Jackie starting to try and take control of this match back. And Jackie now went for the drop kick, but Riku saw it coming. This has been very much a back and forth match, but most of it has been in favor of Jackie Bryant. And a Hurricanrana from the top turnbuckle to the outside to Riku Matua. Jackie Bryant is just commanding this match. Riku having trouble against Jackie Bryant. And that's to be expected of one of NAPW's last women's champions. And Riku back inside the ring now. And Jackie Bryant once again back on the offensive here. Riku just tossing Jackie to the outside of the ring again. And Riku now just taking it to Jackie. Went for something, but Jackie countered it, heading back to the inside of the ring there. And what's Jackie looking for? Moves out of the way, Riku, and a huge drop kick to Riku Matua as Jackie Bryant flips back up, going for the cover. 1, 2, and Riku kicks out at 2. This match has been major parts Jackie Bryant. Jackie, what's she looking for here? And went for a basement drop kick, but Riku got out of the way. And Riku carrying Jackie now, going for that Samoan drop, gets all of it. And a kick to the back by Riku Matua. And Riku now went for something, but Jackie was too fast. And Jackie just plants Riku into the mat. Referee now taking time. One. Only a 1 count. And Jackie now, what's she looking for here? Well, Riku elbowed her way out of it. And a huge clothesline, it looked like, from Riku Matua. Now, Riku, you gotta wonder if she loses this to Jackie Bryant. You've got to wonder what that'll do to the psyche of Riku Matua, because she's already lost 1 match, and Justin Payne controlled most of that match, just like Jackie Bryant is controlling most of this match, as the ref heads into the count. But again, really slow. I do believe we need to find a new referee for these matches here. And hitting that Samoan drop, getting all of it. 1, 2, and the kick out at 2 by Jackie Bryant there. And a huge moonsault there. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Jackie once again. It looks like Riku's finally finding her pace here in the match. What's Jackie Bryant thinking here? Going for that ankle lock again. Picking the foot. And Riku fighting out of it once again. And what's Jackie thinking? Got some supernatural stuff going on. And going for a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 there from Riku. And going for that frog splash, but missing completely there. And Riku got that death grip, that Tongan death grip. And Riku putting Jackie Bryant to sleep with that Tongan death grip. Well, Riku Matua advances in the Women's World Championship tournament. The official brackets will be out later this coming weekend. But it does seem that our gauntlet match is now set, and it will be next week. The gauntlet match will be Jessica Harper versus Amber Young versus Jackie Bryant. And not last but not least, Megan Suzuki. Congratulations to Riku Matua for advancing in the tournament. She will face Angelina Renee in the next round of the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FLW here this evening, and we are finally here with our main event of the evening. Making his entrance right now, we have Adam Fowler, who is about to take on Becca Blore. The challenge was laid out earlier today by Becca Blore to Adam Fowler that if he didn't like what she did last week, then they can settle in the ring. Now, Adam Fowler, not one to back down from a challenge, accepted it on the spot, and the match was made official. Now, Adam Fowler has a win over Samantha Salizer and a loss to Alan Wagner. This is a must-win scenario for both Adam Fowler and Becca Blore. Not only is it a must-win for Adam in the fact that he does not want to rack up 2 successive losses in a row, but Becca cannot lose this because she has a lot of talk that she's been eager to back up here. And the fact that she lost against Piper Salizer and then attacked her. She has a lot to prove as Becca is rocking some new gear here tonight. New attitude means new gear, I suppose. And Becca looking all too proud of herself from her actions last week. We'll just have to see who walks away with the victory here this evening. Is it going to be Adam Fowler or is it going to be Becca Blore? Who's going to be able to back up their words here tonight? And here you have Adam Fowler, and then you have Becca Blore here. And there's the bell. And Adam immediately going on the offensive, but Becca seeing it coming. The two of them jockeying for position now. And Adam just shoving Becca away. Adam now looking to punish Becca for her actions last week. Just dropping her spine first into his knee. And Becca fighting back here. She's letting more of her anger shine through than anything else. And Becca going for that springboard tilt-a-whirl head scissors there. And Becca, what's she looking for here? Just stomping on the arm. And Becca up to the top rope, going for that senton, but Adam moved out of the way and taking advantage and snapping the leg back. Adam calling her to her feet. And going for the pin. 1. And Becca reversing it into her own pin. And these two are going back and forth. And Becca was a bit far away for the drop kick. Adam tried to take control of it, but Becca just not having it. And just being slammed into the mat by Becca there. What's Becca looking for? A double axe handle to Adam Fowler. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an action-packed evening here tonight. Kicking us off, we had a Mylinks Open Challenge that was for That was also a tournament match for the FLW Women's Championship Tournament, in which was answered by Megan Suzuki, and a very game Megan Suzuki at that, but unfortunately it was not enough, as Maya Lynx was still able to walk away the victor of the match. Following that up, we had Dakota Fall take on Dakota Wheeler, and Dakota Fall, doing his research and study on Dakota Wheeler, was able to pick up the victory here this evening against Dakota Wheeler, probably to the delay of Alexis Danvers after their confrontation before that match had even gotten underway, as Becca takes back control of the match here. But then not only that, we had a lot happen in between that as well. We had Becca Blore challenge Adam Fowler to this match that we are witnessing right here. And then not only that, Riku Matua blindsided and injured Bree George, taking her out of the FLW Women's Championship Tournament. And we also had a debut in our third match in the form of Anna Simmons, who took on Justin Payne, and Justin Payne was the one that walked away with the victory, ruining the parade for Anna Simmons, as Becca Blore now taking control once again of Adam Fowler. This is a new side of Becca Blore that we have seen in recent memory. Following Justin Payne's victory over Anna Simmons, we also got a package of words from Alan Wagner, who he was not in the match tonight, but he is currently 3-0 in FLW and is looking to capture gold here soon. In our fourth match, we had the returning Bo Turner take on Mad Dog Salmons, and Bo Turner did not leave any room for Mad Dog Salmons to mount any sort of sufficient offense, and Bo Turner won with a dominant victory. For our fifth match, we had our second debut in Max Drayton's no disqualification open challenge, which was answered by Tegan Blackgrove. And it was such a fast-paced match, I will admit I had trouble keeping up. Not to mention, we also had words from Zeke Salizer here this evening and Wade Ilson, both with words to the FLW universe and locker room, as Becca goes for the pin here and Adam kicks out. Adam's really struggling here. Becca having controlled most of this match. And then for a co-main event, we had Riku Matua take on the replacement of Bree George in Jackie Bryant. A very game Jackie Bryant. But Jackie Bryant was unable to continue in the tournament tonight. However, she will now be joining Megan Suzuki, Amber Young, and Jessica Harper in the four-woman gauntlet match to determine Samantha Salazar's replacement in the Women's Championship Tournament. And that brings us to our main event here this evening, as Becca just works over the legs of Adam Fowler here. And Adam Fowler just tossed away by Becca Blore. This new attitude really serving her well in this juncture. And a neutralizer from Adam Fowler to Becca Blore. But Becca not really too happy about being on the receiving end of that. And Becca Blore, what's she looking for here? Just tossing Adam Fowler back into the ring. Becca has controlled most of this match. Adam is in serious trouble if he doesn't get his head in the game. And from recent social media interactions, his head might be elsewhere and not in the match. He might be thinking with something that's not his head. He might be thinking with his heart and not his head. But did you think I was going to say something else? This is a PG-13 show. Either way, these two are now trading blows here. Who's going to come out on top with the advantage from this? And they're going at it. Neither one of them willing to give an inch. Looks like neither was able to actually get the advantage in that, but a slam to Becca and the provocative pin to Adam Fowler, possibly sending a statement to Samantha Salazar with that pin. And going for that frog splash that Carl spotted 1, 2, and Adam Fowler kicks out at 2. You gotta wonder what's it going to take to put Adam Fowler away. Adam Fowler is not one to give up quite easily. And Adam was trying to mount some sort of offense, but Becca not having it. And Adam Fowler with a huge drop kick to Becca Blore there. And a huge face wash to Becca Blore. Adam going for the cover here. 1, 2, and Becca kicks out at 2. Adam Fowler seems to finally be finding footing here in this match. But Becca fighting back. And went for that huge drop kick again, but Adam Fowler moved out of the way. And just being slammed down by Becca Blore. Went for a big boot, but gets tossed over by Adam Fowler. Adam Fowler saw that coming. Now is Adam Fowler's chance. Will he be able to capitalize in this match? Adam Fowler now in control of this match, stomping on Becca's arm there. Looking for that scorpion kick, but Becca had it scouted. And Becca just not having it whatsoever. Becca up to the top rope now. What's she thinking of here? She's losing precious time that could be used for a bit of offense. And Adam Fowler getting hit by that huge drop kick again. And Becca up to the top rope. Big senton splash from the top rope. And Adam Fowler trying to fight his way back into this match. Irish whip to the ropes, and they just letting Becca fly in the air and drop. Letting gravity do the work, but Becca not too happy about that. She looks for twist of fate. 1, 2, and kicks out to Adam Fowler. The fans chanting one more time as Becca hits that basement dropkick to the corner. It seems that Becca has actually gotten under the skin of Adam Fowler because Adam Fowler has not been able to get substantial offense during this match. And a spear into the corner to Adam Fowler. And Adam just explodes out of the corner with a clothesline. And what's Adam Fowler looking for here? And just dominated the slam into the mat. And just slamming Becca's face into the mat as well. What's Adam looking for here? Irish whips towards the ropes. Ducks down. Well, Becca, whatever Adam was looking for, Becca blocked it. Going for the code red. And pin 1, 2, and Adam Fowler kicks out. Adam Fowler making a lot of mistakes here. A lot of mistakes he normally wouldn't. Once again, the twist of fate. 1, 2, and Adam kicks out at 2. If you're Adam Fowler, you have to be wondering, what do I have to do to get back into this match? As Becca Blore hits that huge drop kick, went for the clothesline, but Becca ducked under it, and now Adam Fowler trying to fight his way back into this match once again. He is fighting an uphill battle at this point, as he wrenches Becca against the ropes and drops her chest first on the top rope. And went for that big body splash in the corner. Becca saw it coming. And just slamming his face into her knee there. Adam, what's he looking for here? Wrenching the leg in a figure 4 lock. In a figure 4 leg lock. And Becca with a 2 and a third, a drop kick instead of a clothesline. What could she be looking for here? Calling Adam to his feet. And Adam catches her with ease with the power slam. Adam with another power slam here. And Becca right back up. And neither of them finding their marks with that attack. And a huge drop kick to the side of the head of Adam Fowler. Becca goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Becca picks up the victory over Adam Fowler. An unfortunate loss for Adam Fowler. But it looks like he just couldn't get out of second gear against Becca. And Becca is on a path to proving herself right. You have to wonder what's going through the minds of both the Salizer sisters and Adam Fowler at this point. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your winner here is Becca Blore in a statement victory here in our main event. Thank you for joining us here this evening. I hope you have enjoyed this show here, and thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.